Hi and welcome back to my kitchen. On today's episode I'm going to teach you how to make quick simple bread. Now what you need first is a tablespoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of yeast, this is fast acting yeast, a tablespoon of sugar, 15 grams of butter, or you can use 15 milliliters of olive oil. You need 300 milliliters of warm water, not too hot or else you're going to kill the yeast, and not too cold because then the yeast won't activate, and you'll need 500 grams of strong bread flour. And that's all you need. Okay, so let's get started. In this big mixer I'm going to put in the flour, or flour, however you want to say it, the flour, the salt, the sugar, and a big tip, when it's time to put your yeast, don't put it on the salt because then it's going to kill the yeast. So I'm going to put the yeast in the corner. Add in the 300 milliliters of warm water in, and then you're going to either knead it or use this processor mixer to knead it for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's a nice soft dough. Put that in. Okay, now the dough has been nicely kneaded. Can you see that elasticity? That is what you want to see, and that's what makes the bread so nice and soft. Okay, so now I'm going to use my spatula and take this, put flour on the table. I'm just going to give it a quick knead before we put it into the... Okay, so now that I've kneaded it, you're going to put it upside down and create a ball shape dough, like so. Okay, now in the bowl that I just mixed in, or you've just mixed in, I put in a little bit of oil, and that should help prevent any stickiness happening, so you can just spread it with your fingers a little bit. Okay, and then you put in your dough, ready to be proofing. What you should see is that it should double in size, which this can take 45 minutes to an hour. And all I'm going to do now is put a cloth over it to keep in the warmth, and hopefully it will rise quicker. Also, you want to place this in a warm area in your kitchen. I'm going to put it in the... Okay, so I just taken this out. I left it in there for an hour, so let's see. You see it's doubled in size? So now what I'm going to do is knead it again. So put a little bit of flour on the base, just a bit more. Okay, and with my scooper I'm going to just take it out. Look, like that. Okay, now we're going to knead it about 10 times, not so much. So, push it in. And I find what this does, it makes the bread softer and much nicer. So, now that you've kneaded it, I'm going to kind of make it into a cylinder shape, a long cylinder shape. Now I have a pan here which I just oiled so that again it doesn't become too sticky when the bread is cooked. And what I'm going to do is roll that out a bit more, about the same length as the tin. I'm going to place that on top of there. Now I'm going to proof this again for about 30 to 40 minutes. And again it should double in size. And I'm just going to put this towel on top and get back to you. Okay, so as you can see, the dough has risen tremendously. I proofed it for an hour, and now I'm going to put it into the oven for 10 minutes at 200 degrees. Now what this is going to do is it's going to brown the top nicely, and then after 10 minutes you're going to decrease the temperature to 180 and leave it for 25 to 30 minutes so that the inside can cook, and then it will nicely brown again. Okay, so I've taken it out of the oven and I've let it completely cool. Now it's time to take it out, and it should come out. So that's a good sign. And look, and another thing, to find out if it's cooked, all you do is like that, and if it sounds hollow, it's cooked. Okay, so let's go inside it. Let's go and cut this side. Okay, so if I cut here, look at that. Look at that. It's nice and soft, and it's nice and crispy in the outside, and that is what you're looking for. So I hope you've tried this recipe out, and I hope you enjoy it in the mornings or during the day for a sandwich. And please tell me how it goes, and until next time, enjoy!